Keroka town. And several people had the impression that that is the boundary, which is actually not the case. So, the collection of revenue caused some problems between the two counties. And we were supposed to deal with the matter. A petition was filed. Now, the issue of collection of revenue, it falls within the land court, Environment and Land Court. If you look at the Environment and Land Court Act of 2011-2012, you find that that is one of the mandates. And in any case, constitutionally, it is occupation of land, which falls under the Environment and Land Court. So before I decided we should collect revenue where, the court first of all had to determine where the boundary is. And I called experts from the Ministry of Lands, Survey of Kenya, and the National Land Commission, and even IEBC to come and show us the boundary. After that, then I had the matter and determined who should collect revenue where. But there's one thing I will not determine. There is provision of services in that town, which does not fall under me. There's, I think, Intergovernmental Relations Act. And the two counties, some time back, in 2013-2014, some very prominent and eminent personalities from this region had met and agreed on a joint service provision by the two counties, and put it down in writing and agreed. There was that memorandum of understanding, which is provided for by law. Because if you hail from Keroka Kisii, if Keroka Kisii and Keroka Nyamira, each one of them does not have to have a fire-fighting engine. It's a small town. Why do you have one here and another one here? You see, because even the churches that are there, I'm sure if it's a Seventh-day Adventist church, you find one where people from Nyamira, Keroka Nyamira, attend, people from Kisii Nyamira also attend. You get it? If there are toilets there, and you come from Kisii, Keroka, and the next time you want to answer a call of nature, you find yourself you are nearer Nyamira toilet. Will you say that I don't come from Nyamira, I go to the other side of Kisii? When you go to the supermarket, will you look at the supermarket? So that is what we are calling service provision. So for service provision, they can have an agreement, what is being provided for by the government. Because even when you fall sick, you don't go to Keroka Kisii, or you don't choose to go to Keroka Kisii because you are from there. And the government itself, the national government, will also not split Keroka when they are providing services. One school, one primary school, one secondary school, one police station, one hospital, all that. So why should the two brothers decide to have different services if they can bring them together? And those eminent people came together and agreed on joint. So that one I would not interfere with, because I had no jurisdiction. But if they wanted to sever that, they were free to do it in the legal manner. So I did not interfere with that. So I said let everybody collect revenue on his side. Because again, the collection of revenue is not determined by the county governments. It's by the national laws, not the county laws. You collect on your side, the other one collects on his side. And you are accountable for that. So later on, there were chaos after I delivered judgment, and the matter was brought to me, and there was a contempt of court application against the governor of Kisii. And I ordered the governor to appear before me, and he indeed appeared before me. And I looked at the situation, and first of all, gave the two governors an opportunity to go shake hands and talk to their people and tell them, please, let's respect the order of the court unless there is, it is overturned by the Court of Appeal. And I don't want, for the time being, to hear this application for contempt against the governor of Kisii, His Excellency Simba Arati. And they asked me to give them 21 days to go and make peace. And within a week, the two had met and shook hands, and that photo went viral. It was also brought to my attention. So we were to mention the matter today to see the progress. Of course, an appeal has been filed. But you know what? When the matter came, the advocates for Nyamira County came and told me, Your Lordship, the two governors met. We have even formed a committee on some of the issues there. Everybody is respecting the boundary. And now we want to withdraw the application against the Mheshimiwa Simba Arati. And we ask that nobody be condemned to cause. And I was happy to have it withdrawn. Why? Because in as far as I'm concerned, law and courts are there to ensure that law is obeyed and there is order in society. Now the two governors have brought order. You see, when I was talking about mediation, the two governors have met, and if you've been keen enough, there has been no altercation between the two governors for the last couple of months, ever since that application came. Because I told them, please, everybody is respecting the boundary, and now we want to withdraw the application against the Mheshimiwa Simba Arati. And we ask that nobody be condemned to cause. And I was happy to have it withdrawn. Why? Because in as far as I'm concerned, law and courts are there to ensure that law is obeyed and there is order in society. Now the two governors have brought order. You see, when I was talking about mediation, the two governors have met, and if you've been keen enough, there has been no altercation between the two governors for the last couple of months, ever since that application came. Because I told them, please,